but he definitely wasn't like shocked by the moment. It felt like he was like very present, very there. He wasn't too emotional. He was like I'm here. Like he did it.
Yeah. I was in the club. We're watching on the phone. I'm kind of like in and out. Carlos is next to me, and he's like bumping me every time I need to be watching. This is a Yair fight, right?
Yeah.
And then I noticed like Carlos is looking this way, and I'm next to him, and I like glance down, and all I see is
no.
I'm like,
what?
I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, this man is definitely in the triangle right now, and bro, you weren't even like. Like, bro, you were supposed to keep me in line. I'm like,
yeah.
He was like, bro, I thought they were going to the next round. I was like, no, they're going to the next fight.
yeah. They go to the next round, okay. Yeah. Well, first of all, it was amazing that the boys is in the club watching the fights.
Come on, man. Got to do our due diligence.
If the club not going to put the fights on, then,
somebody got to do it.
Yeah. So that we have to appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yes, bro, I'm driving to work, watching while I'm driving, and I'm like, I miss how Yair goes to the ground. So I'm like, okay, Emmett's in a great position. Like, what's going on? And then I'm like, oh, I see the triangle get snatched in. I see it like forming, and I'm like, if this fool grabs his foot, like this could be over. Bro grabs the foot. I'm like, oh my goodness, a submit. And that's not what like. How I seen the fight going. I thought it was going to be power versus like a flashy finessing striker. So I'm thinking, okay, somehow on the feet they're going to touch each other up. Yair's got to stay away from the power, and then he's also going to land these shots. A freaking triangle. I'm like, what? And then I once I get to my destination, I kind of go back a little bit to see how they get to the ground. Yair throws a strike that leads him to then he tries to, I believe he tries to either take him down or he throws a strike that puts him in a position to where he's going to go to the ground. And then that's how Emmett ends up on top. So when I looked down and then when I looked back at the screen, I see Emmett on top. I'm like, okay, maybe he got him down. No, this happened because of Yair's strike, and then gets it reversed a little bit, and then he makes the most of the situation. That amazing. So
yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
And what'd you say before the fight? Viva Mexico.
So I wanted him to win because he's like do you know how I feel about I have this feeling about your boys in Alabama. I think that when you have two people who fight the same way, the guy who does that better is going to win more often than not. So if you have two running teams, the guy who has the best running back, the best line, that's going to be the team that wins more often than not. You know, in a sport like football, anything can happen. But that's why I think in the SEC, everybody plays a similar style. That's why I think Alabama comes out on top more often than not because they're the best at that style. However, when you put them against somebody, it doesn't happen often because these teams aren't as good. But when you put them against somebody who has a different style, it's like Ohio State or a West Coast offense, or even or more balanced. Those are the teams that'll give you a little bit of a fit because it's like, okay,
matchups make fights.
Exactly.
Right?
So
styles make fights.
I don't think Emmett has what it takes to beat Volkanovski because they have Volkanovski has what he needs to win that fight and any other fight. Let's be clear.
As it so appears, for sure. I want to say I really appreciate the Alabama praise because I know at this time, you know what I mean? People are looking at maybe some other contenders that you know might be running the conference or even the country when it comes to college football. But we all know the truth.
Yeah.
This, you know,
at this moment in history, they're on top currently.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's longevity to the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I see you do it a couple times, man. Do it again, though. Do it again.
Let me see.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Sustained excellence. We want to see that. It was I saw post-fight Yair, they asked him what he was telling Emmett, because as soon as the fight ended, he was like in his face
immediately,
like, consoling him, and basically he had said that, don't be down. Mm-hmm. Don't be down. You're a warrior. You're going to overcome this. You're going to be back, and I'm sure we're going to fight for a title at some point,
right?
Or fight again, at least. And so that speaks a lot to his character.
Absolutely,
that speaks a lot to his
for
character.
it to be like fam. He didn't even get to his feet before he could consult him. Yeah. That lets me like he was definitely, that was sincere. Yep. A lot of sometimes you have to wonder what people are like doing stuff for, or what they're thinking.
Shout out to Jamal Hill for completely drilling that one in, because that boy went on the JRE and said,
"This is."
He was like, a lot of people are just trying to do this thing for appearances,
right?
Yeah, which makes you even more excited for that fight. But,
exactly.
He said, "I think he's just trying to make it look a certain way, or maybe make people think he's a certain way."
Right. And so when with Jamal, I'm like, oh my goodness, really, we taking it there? Damn, okay.
And Jamal's the type of person that he means that 100% authentically.
If he feels that way, he's gonna say it, and that's what he feels.
Absolutely.
But immediately Yair got up and showed him. I kind of want to see what it looked like from his perspective, because he that's a very intimate situation.
Right.
He chokes him out. Typically, you would the moment is kind of big, so you're kind of looking around, he's eye to eye with him, hey, stay up, bro.
Right.
Don't worry about this. Whatever. And for him to say that, I don't know, man. Y'all are in a title fight. You just won. Are you not he definitely wasn't, and I don't know if it's because of the interim title, but he definitely wasn't shocked by the moment. It felt like he was very present, very there. He wasn't too emotional. He was like I'm here. He did it.
Yeah.
So, and
then what do you expect for that Volk Yair fight?
I expect Yair to be this flashy striker that he is, do what he does, but there's a champion in that division, and his name is Alexander Volkanovski. The champion has a name.
Has anyone built their brand better in the past 12 months than Alexander Volkanovski?